Very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all my non-binary friends, welcome, hi, hello. How are we all? My face is on the starting soon screen. What's going on with that? Madness, isn't it? I need to sort my hair out actually as it goes. How are we all? I hope we're all doing extremely well today. It is oh, that's going to annoy me ever so slightly, so I'm going to fix that immediately. It is another day in paradise, folks. Another day in paradise. Living the dream, as Meggy Pom puts it. I hope we're all doing extremely well. I hope we're doing all extremely well. I know that, obviously, right now, life is a bit sort of like, but that's what these streams are for, folks. That's what these streams are for. We get to have a little bit of fun time together. I really need to start tying my hair up for these streams, because this is just not ice cream social, is it? I'm glad you like the community challenge. That's a good time. I think I might just move you ever so slightly back that way. There we go. That's much better. Good stuff. Hopefully that transfers over to the main screen. But no, yes, more Final Fantasy today. And as Mandy Muncher has correctly pointed out, there is a brand new community challenge. When we hit 77,777 channel points put into the community, we're going to play Final Fantasy VII, but with no attack magic. How does that sound? I hope that sounds fantastic, because, yeah, I really do be doing that to myself. But I suppose, without further ado, we should probably start playing the game. Once I can get my cable correctly, that'll be handy, wouldn't it? I would like to tie my hair up, but I don't think I've got a hairband nearby, which is not good for me. Probably should have thought of these things before we started the stream. But I don't have one to hand, do I? No, of course not. Of course not. This is the downside of washing your hair before you stream, because it goes all fluffy, and it's just irritating. And who needs that in their life, eh? Anyway, we've done enough faffing about. Let's kickstart the stream. And 1, 2, 3, bam. Look at that. Final Fantasy VIII. I'm irritating. You don't need to be here, Daniil. Anyway, video games, that's what you're here for. Final Fantasy VIII. You'll probably recall last time that we beat Disc 1. Although there's not really a Disc 1 in the digital version, obviously. There's no disc in a digital version. I think there's a hidden draw point. There is. Good stuff. Off to a good start. I'll take the Kyoragas though. And I think, thankfully, where are we? We've got everything still equipped, so that's good. We haven't lost anything. To be fair, this is a fairly sort of slow start to Disc 2. You've basically got to play as Laguna for a little bit. Just chill out, relax. No big deal. The pub is this way. There we go. Alone, now's your chance. I'm getting used to being able to play on the actual PC as opposed to looking at the TV screen now, which is always nice. It means I can read when you guys speak straight away. Now go to your room and play. I got in trouble. Use proper English when speaking to Alone, because we don't deal with not real English, apparently. But I'm pretty sure Alone is quite an important character coming up a little bit later on. There's Kairos in his weird bodysuit. And with any luck, in the next couple of days, the emotes that have been added to the channel will actually be accepted and will no longer be sat in pending purgatory. And we can actually use them. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I hope you like them. If you haven't spotted them already, I've put a link to the artist on the About tab, and she's posted them on her Instagram. So if you want to check them out, they're right there. Right, I'm back. I was just talking to me mum quick. You should probably talk to your mum slowly, really, shouldn't you? I was bedridden for over 6 months. It seemed like every bone in my body was in pieces, and I nursed him back to health. Life's pretty boring without you as entertainment, my man. I don't think we really care about this stuff because Julia's famous. Ward, I think, works in a prison, and that is just Squall being Squall. So I think we'll just talk later. Cool. So I think the work that's involved here that they want us to do. Of course, Kairos doesn't have anything equipped because, you know, that would be pretty standard. Do you have any magic on you? That way I'll be able to tell which character you are. You do? Okay. So you are definitely Zell by the looks of it. Oh, hang on. No, you're not. You're going to be Selfie because you've got Protected Shell. Okay. Well, one way to find out, really. No, you are Zell. Okay, that's new. Okay, fair enough. I can't remember who else he had on him. I'm going to say brothers. Attack preferably. Nope. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, that looks about right. Definitely Zell. Yeah, no, the work that's entailed here is just basically running to the end of the town and back again, I think, and fighting beasties along the way. I don't actually think you get anything decent for killing a silly amount of enemies. You have a goatee. You are correct. I do have a goatee. I shaved the rest of my beard off again. Well, hopefully you enjoy it. And if not, I can always turn my camera off just for, you know, the giggles. I don't actually need any of the stuff that thing has, so... Hair down, fresh shave is a whole vibe. I'm trying to expose my face a little bit more, you know. I've had a beard for so long, but I don't like not having some kind of facial hair. So if I have facial hair in the place that I don't like, is my least favourite part of my face, sorted. I'll take the level ups though. We're actually learning, funnily enough, off screen. I changed what Ifrit was learning, which is strength bonus. So that's what we're learning there. Although he isn't obviously on anybody yet because we don't have a third character. Hello Luna Kennedy, thank you for popping in again. I hope you're well. You love having a hoodie to hide your chin. I feel you, mate. Trust me, I feel you. That's why I wear shirts. Like proper shirts. This here town took real good care of me, so basically I want to return the kindness. You're looking at the Monster Hunter of Winhill. Careful, I think Capcom's going to trademark that in a couple years' time. But yes, if you haven't noticed already, Mandy Muncher with the keen eye already noticed. But you can now chuck your channel points into a decent little community challenge. If it hits in 30 days' time, we'll go ahead and do it. Basically, we need to raise 77,777 channel points and put them into that little channel points bar right there. And what we'll do is we'll play some Final Fantasy VII, but with no attacking magic. So I hope you enjoy that. I can turn to the camera if you like. It just means that I won't be able to read your comments straight away. I'll have to keep checking over every now and again. So it's entirely up to you. Would you prefer the communication or some front-facing me? I don't know about that, mate. I'll take it though. I'll take the extra, the compliments. I'll take that. I think, like I said, to be honest, with this, the start of this, we haven't got like too much to do. It is just running to the end of the town and then back again. Wait, what drink is that? What do you think it is? It's lifeblood, mate. That's what that is. Ooh, I'll take the drain. One day, I'm going to get sponsored by like some energy drink manufacturer. I want Sneak to either sponsor me or someone just like fucking buy me a shit ton of Sneak stuff so I don't have to keep drinking this stuff. One day it will happen. One day. I've come this way because I'm hoping there's a hidden draw point, but I to be honest, I don't think I actually have the GF on that shows us the move fine, so I'm not really too fussed. Your hair is a dream. I'll take that as well. There's so much of it. There is so much of it. For now, I'll buy you energy. The dream is to get sponsored one day. That is the dream. That's the ultimate goal. I'm not going to lie to you. I need to actually set up at some point on... I I need to set up at some point a noise gate on this microphone. I haven't got round to it yet, and I keep meaning to. Just to be honest, at the moment we're quite a small channel, so I don't think it really matters that much. But that is on the agenda at some point. Just because I'm annoyed of the squeaky chair noises, and I keep checking the old audio mix every now and again. I'm like, what is going on there? Should probably heal actually as it goes. Oh Christ, I'm running out of items. That'll do nicely. Yeah, it's proper thick. Like it's really thick, which makes summer a right pain in the backside. Let me tell you. Which I report to the commander and assistant commander. You mean that woman in the pub? Her name is Rain. Rain, okay. She saved my life. And the assistant commander is alone. She seems like a really nice person, but easily taken in by a hotshot. Roasted. Roasted. Let's step up patrol a notch. Assistant Kairos, let's come up with a plan after we get back to the base. I don't think I can buy anything from here. But if you can, we need some pot ions. Because we've run out of pot ions. Have we only got 3 grand again? I could have sworn we got more. You sweat so bad in the summer, it's the worst, mate. I'm telling you, I'm exactly the same, mate. I have a rug on underneath this shirt. It is not a good time. You have a way to stop that, thin it out and cut a few inches off? If I knew a decent hairdresser, probably would, to be fair. Drives me nuts. Thankfully, these beasties are fairly easy to drop. In fact, I think I might just do a big old double whammy on these and just chuck a Shiva at them, because why not? Get them out of the way nice and quick. So what's everyone been up to today? Look at this handsome fellow. Hello, 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 Goose. And Random Man's joined the chat as well. Have a go at this. I'm getting too many compliments. I don't know how to deal with it. Look at this. What is this? Who's rested at the bonfire? 1432D. Thank you for resting at the bonfire. 1. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Thank you for following. Enjoy your stay, whether you're here for 5 minutes, the entire stream, or this is your first and last time being here. Welcome. It's massively appreciated, so thank you. And Goose has put another 2 grand into the old community challenge. I realise that I have put quite a lot of I put that community challenge quite high, but to be honest, it is a challenge run. When you're allowed here again, I know a good hairdresser only costs a bottle of wine too. I'm trying to wonder who you're hinting at. Everyone needs to donate to the community challenge. It's free. And it means you get to watch me suffer for approximately 40 to 60 hours. Possibly longer because I won't be allowed to use attacking magic. Hey Laguna. Are you doing this patrol thing every day? Thing? What are you calling a thing? I think she wants to cut your hair. You've heard of Timber Maniacs, right? I had a talk with the chief editor. He said he's interested in any article related to world travel. We should go talk to him sometime. Oh. Laguna's getting the cold sweats. Friend of mine, she normally does my hair, but Rona has left me doing it myself. Goddamn Rona, folks. Ruining everybody's hairstyle. Like I said, I'm not really too fussed. I mean, as you can see, like, I shave, like, the underside of my hair myself. So that gives me some sort of comfort in summer. But, yeah. Swings and roundabouts. She wants to cut the mop. It looks like a mop right now. But that's because, like I said, I've just got out of the shower, so it's so like fluffy. Look at it. It's not even a joke. There's just so much of it. It's just not normal, folks. It seems like a really nice town. You're going to write about this place first, aren't you? No way. Can't make this place famous. Too much publicity, and you get all those tourists and stuff. Yep, Laguna has changed. Off to walk the dog quickly. Hopefully you'll still be streaming when I get back so I can have you on when I'm cooking dinner. Mate, I'm going to probably stream for about 2 hours today. So I'm sure I'll be here when you're back. Unless that is the longest walk ever. You have longer hair than me. Well, if I ever get it all cut off, you can have some. Via airmail. These monsters have got some proper gash magic. Make it 3. We'll see how I'm feeling when we hit the 2-hour mark. Yeah, man, I'll ship it to you. I'll even pay the shipping fees when I eventually have money. Just realised I'm very poor and I can't actually commit to that. Get bippity boppity booped. Send Pete some beard hair too. I can teach Pete how to grow a proper beard. Because believe it or not, I could never grow a beard full stop until about 2013. So, and then one day I had a little bit of a read of some articles. I was like, I had this like really annoying patchy bit, which funnily enough is where this is. And it was doing me a stress. So I followed this sort of like help me grow my beard guide, and it worked. And now it does nothing but grow. To the point where I've, make a note of this. We've clean shaved on the 24th of February. Come back in about a week's time, and I'm gonna have pretty much just shy of a full beard, which is annoying. Something learned summon magic, something or other, and I can't remember what thingy it was. Was it Shiva? It must have been Shiva. Might as well just get the summon magic stuff out of the way. And I think the only other goofs we've got on right now are Brothers. Yeah, and Carbuncle. Cool. But thank you for doing that, Pete. Yeah, if you are new around here, please hit that follow button. Again, I'm still sort of in shock that we're approaching 150. Girl talk, let's come back later. Do. Brilliant, we're going to have to listen to them. He was carried in here crying like a baby, and I was the one who had to take care of him. His crude way of speaking, I don't know if his aspirations as a journalist are true. Every time I try and have a serious conversation, he avoids it. He snores. You have 261 followers? Yeah, I'll get to your level one day. Probably not anytime soon, but one day. I'm just waiting for my emotes to be authorised by Twitch, because we've got some banging emotes in the work. In fact, I think we're 2 or 3 subscribers away from unlocking yet another emote slot, so that's going to be exciting. Yeah, you are back. I came back in a hurry. Right, we need to go and talk to the commander. Here's my report on today's patrol and monster extermination. Including Buku Bukus and Bun Buns that Assistant Commander Alone also hates. I've exterminated 7 monsters. Like I said, I don't think there's like a reward for killing a certain amount of monsters. I've never really bothered to try. Yeah, hard relate, Emily. I'm exactly the same. I'm a very poor gentleman right now, let me tell you. Although, as long as everything goes to plan, because I don't know when Twitch payout dates are, but let's just say I'm expecting a payout real soon, thanks to all of you guys. I think I read somewhere it's like supposed to be on like the 15th of each month. Well now, shall we rest up a bit together in our tiny bed? You look so different. Like the funniest thing is, right, folks, is that I looked like this 2 weeks ago when I had a shave. So, that's how quick I grow a beard. Scared of waking up somewhere else. Scared of not seeing Alone. Also, hi, Ian. How are you? You're growing up, Laguna, you weirdo. I have £4.90. Brilliant. I don't want to divulge how much money I have because I have nothing. Your numbers are much more generous than mine, that's for sure. Ah, welcome back, Zell. The Dream World again. Dunno, I didn't see him. Which is odd because Kairos had all of Zell's magic. It's not like I know everything about Ward. But, well, you know Laguna and company went to that Centra place and got into a real fix, right? After that, Ward's been all alone. He's been working in some sort of prison-like place, and he's bored out of his mind. You're confused about your payout. Basically, you don't get a payout until you hit like $100. And it carries over each month. And apparently it's supposed to come out on... I'm pretty sure I read somewhere you get it gets paid to you if you hit that $100 threshold on the 15th of each month. But mine hasn't updated since the 31st of January. And I've cleared that threshold now because like it's a mixture of like streams from when I first went affiliate to come back here. On the revenue page you have 112, so then you should have a payout on the 15th of 15th. Well, since we're prisoners, shouldn't we be trying to break out of it? I think they take 30%. I don't think they take half. I'm pretty sure I read they take 30%. They do it automatically. Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to be Ward in that dream world? Just now I was. Does this room look familiar? Yeah, they do, because I have noticed that, because like there's such weird sort of prices, because you think like you like a sub, like a tier 1 sub I think is like £4.99. I'm not sure how much it is in American dollars because they don't actually show you that, but when you do the conversion, your tax is different though, Emily, because you're in America, so they sort the tax side of things out for you as far as I'm aware. You have 100 but your payout is 37. That $37, Emily, is what you've accrued in the last period. That's what's been banked. That's basically waiting for you to hit the threshold, and that's the same for you. Pete. Whatever's in your payout section now, compared to what your current revenue is, that's what is banked right now. So that's what you've made over the last. That's what you've made over the last period, because you didn't hit the $100 threshold. They've banked it. It's saved. It's there until you hit that threshold. And 28 for this month. It will bank whatever you've made this month. Exactly. I had to like the fucking the terms of service on that it makes sense, but you have to read so much stuff just to be able to understand the bloody thing. But also, if you're if Twitch isn't deducting off of you straight away, Emily, I'm pretty sure that's got something to do with taxes, and I know you guys have to do all of your taxes regardless, which I think is mental. But thankfully, because we live over here, all we've got to do is fill out a tax form. And then they work it out. It's kind of like a double-edged sword though, really, because if you forget to do that tax form, you can go to prison. That's the annoying thing. And it's not like, oh, you forgot to do it this month. It's like, well, you forgot to do it. Like, it takes like a whole year's worth of it. It's stupid. It probably hasn't updated then, Pete. Probably hasn't updated properly. That's really odd. Did you submit your tax form when you became affiliate? I think the only thing I can really sort of suggest to you guys without sort of giving you any sort of false information, and just going off of what I've read, just read the terms of service regarding payouts. You understand who's in charge here? I'm asking you a question. I don't think you asked him a question. I think you just shouted at him. Also, can we stop for a second and talk about the fact that Goose spent $250 on your channel? Is that man mental? That is a lot of money. He's such a legend, isn't he, Goose? What a boy. Yo, it's not March yet. I don't know what that means. Yeah, speak of the Goose and he will answer. Hello, hello, hello. Def's Kitty's joined the stream as well. Hello. How are you in the tiny human today? Jesus, that's so much money. You're a legend, Goose. That amount of money is half of like what my debt is. Like 2 sets of that amount wipes off my debt. That's mad. Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. I'm alive and kicking. Can't ask for more than that. A code name for Barlam Gardens Elite Mercenary Force. Seed Combat Specialists. Don't you already know? I'm not a seed. There must be some kind of secret you're given when you become a seed. There's nothing, and even if there were, you think I'd tell you? You're on my tough nut to crack list. Pretty sure electrocution as a form of torture is a little bit excessive. Yeah, like I said, as Ian said, it gets updated on the 28th of each month, and when you clear the first threshold, it gets paid out on the 15th. I was hoping you'd be there, Squall, so how do I look in my moment of triumph? My childhood dream fulfilled. I've become the sorceress's knight. No, you haven't. You've become a brainwashed idiot. Passed out cold, eh? This is the scene where you swear your undying hatred for me. The tale of the evil mercenary versus the sorceress's knight. The fun's just started, Squall. Don't disappoint me now. Get electrocuted. I think we're slowly getting to that point now where we're going to have a GF on almost everybody, because I think the party gets split up quite a few times now. So we might have to drop, like, might have to swap some magic about. And swap some GFs around. You again? Oh. Talk about giving out a bit of a kick. This month I gave to 4 streamers. Now 2 streamers on my list this month. He's a good egg. Everybody should show Goose some love. And hopefully, tomorrow stream, you'll actually be able to do that with my emotes for those of you that are subscribed, because they should pass by tomorrow. Because as of, like, 3 hours ago, it's been 24 hours since the emotes were submitted. See, Pete says he's completed his Final Fantasy X stream and he's now on to Kingdom Hearts 3, but he's actually going to play Final Fantasy X too. Because if you because you can't say you've completed Final Fantasy X until you play Final Fantasy X too, because it's all like one big story, innit? So. I'll be Edia's bloodhound and hunt down every one of your kind. Yes, he is. If Pete doesn't play 10-2, I won't watch. Also, as is the norm, folks, I know most of us know each other in the chat right now. But if there are some of you that are following silently, I know I've got one dedicated viewer, bless them, who always watches these streams but never, ever, ever comments. And she was gifted a sub the other day. I don't know who she is, but she always watches the streams. Please follow each other. Feel free to drop your Twitch links and your Discord links in the chat. We've got a couple of mods in here now, so if Streamlabs decides no, you can't post links, you guys can authorise it. It's fine. Bro, why you make me play bad game? It's a good game, mate. Like, I know Final Fantasy X-2 gets a lot of stick because it's like it's basically like a Charlie's Angels Final Fantasy game, but the combat system is proper Final Fantasy combat. Turn-based battles with a proper like ATB bar. The dress sphere system's quite cool. The only thing that's pants about Final Fantasy X-2, in my opinion, is the music. I wouldn't call it bullying though, Pete. I would say stating the obvious. Did you say dress spheres are cool? Are you mad? Mate, the abilities that the dress spheres give you is awesome. And do you know what makes the dress sphere system even better? You can turn off the animations and just enjoy the game then. Turn off the animations, sorted. It's just the job system, but with weird dresses. That's all it is. What do we do? Just stay here, we'll get tortured for sure. Not if we escape. We can't just sit here, we have to think of a way to escape. Has anyone got a plan? Well, we can't rely on magic here, so we have to go with weapons. We have to somehow get them back. My weapons are these fists of mine. I could do some serious damage without weapons. There we go, Zell. You're using your big brain. Talking of annoying as shit, though, Ian, if you want to see, if you really want to mess with me, and you haven't noticed already, we've got a new community challenge on the go, and we've got 30 days to pass it. It's gonna be a tough one, but I reckon you guys can probably do it. Have you tried to fight Fat Ursula on critical mode? Tell me that's easy going, I dare you. It's easy. On New Game Plus. It didn't pop up. That's a shame. That's a shame. It should be on there. Yeah, I thought Ursula was standard equipment as well. Got the platinum trophy for that game. It was a good time. You want to get a Luna Moogle? You want to get Luna a Moogle outfit? I read that wrong, and I was like, "You want to get Lulu in a Moogle outfit?" I'm like, "That's a bit weird, isn't it?" that's a weird mod. I know PCs have got some good mods, but Lulu in a Moogle outfit. Okay, who's got... I see. This is Irvine. Okay. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you update your channel points, mate, Kingdom Hearts is going to get a hell of a lot more interesting. Let's put it that way. I think I'm going the wrong way. I think I need to go up a floor. I hate this prison. This place is awful. Ah, yes, there we go. You already find it hard on normal mode. Do you know what? Do you know what wouldn't be hard on normal mode? Final Fantasy X-2. That'd probably be quite easy on normal mode, actually, as it goes. Bollocks. Someone is going to cave to peer pressure and play Final Fantasy X-2, and I'm just wondering which one of the three of us is going to cave and do it. I can already tell it's going to end up being me. And I'd really rather it wasn't me. I tell you what though, Ian, if you do end up playing Blue Dragon, I'm going to need to try and find an Xbox 360 controller from somewhere, because I would like to play Lost Odyssey, because that game's fucking amazing. Yo, I'm here to reclaim these. How dare you? How double dare you? Enjoy giant flying lightning bird monster, you weirdos. You know you can play Lost Odyssey. Yes, I mean, like I said, so can I. I just need a 360 controller. Because my 360 at the moment, the only controllers I've got for it are Guitar Hero controllers. And I don't think it's possible to play Lost Odyssey with a Guitar Hero controller. But, you know. No. No, you can keep Crisis Core. Like, I like the story of Crisis Core. I just didn't get on with the combat. I said the story for Crisis Core was amazing. I really enjoyed it. I just really struggled with the combat. I just didn't like it, and I think that was because I was going through this kick of, like, you know, like how every now and again you get this sort of like defiant sort of, I'm not playing any role-playing game unless it's turn-based battles. I was going through that phase. So I reckon I'd probably enjoy it if I went back and played it now. But back when I played it, I didn't get on with it. Mandy Muncher redeemed run an ad break. You got it, boss. Let me just do this real quick. There we go. So we'll run an ad break, and we'll have a brief chat whilst that's going. Just got to. Okay. There's going to come a day where I'm going to be able to have both the Twitch dashboard and Streamlabs up at the same time, so I can just do this. Or alternatively, one day I'm going to have one of those little Elgato Stream Decks. That's the ultimate goal. So who's playing Chrono Trigger? And Death's Hand redeemed Hydrate. I shall certainly do that. I shall certainly do that. Get involved with some hydration. I love the fact that it took like 3/4 of an hour for someone to redeem Hydrate. I think that's a first. Chrono Trigger's a banging game. But again, it's another one of those JRPGs that is a bit of a funky combat system, and not a lot of people get on with it. But I really enjoyed it. But I don't think they ever released Chrono Trigger on like on a system that you can stream it on. Like, unless you've got like a capture card 3DS or a capture card DS, or you emulate it, which isn't strictly legal. So you just have it on your phone. That's another one you could play it on, but I don't know. It's a funny one, the phone ports, because phone ports are... Sometimes the graphics are a little bit skew with. Cool, we've run our ad break now, so let's get back to playing the old game, shall we? Bosh. Laguna. I feel ashamed that I don't know the game. No, you don't need to feel ashamed, mate. It's a bit of a cult classic, to be honest. I know a lot of people are sort of clamouring for it to come out on the Switch, but again, it's a tough one. But Ian, if you've got like a DS or a 3DS, you can get Chrono Trigger on the DS, but you're going to be spending a lot of money getting that, because again, it's a bit of a cult classic, that one. It's another Square, it's a Squaresoft, funnily enough, Squaresoft JRPG. The game that plays the most like it that's modern is... Did anybody ever play I Am Setsuna? I Am Setsuna is quite possibly the only sort of recent JRPG that has pretty much the same combat system. So if you enjoy I Am Setsuna, you'll like Chrono Trigger. Oof. Strength plus 40 and move find. Where is her magic? Who's got her magic? I bet it's Renoa. I bet Renoa's got her magic. It is. I fucking knew it. You having a bad time on Call of Duty? That's disgusting. That's 104 gig. Are you sure? That's filthy. Who's even doing that? That's not right. That can't be real. Cool. I don't know what's going on with Call of Duty lately. That's absurd. 104 gig. These guys are the prisoners, Lieutenant Biggs and Private Wedge. That's right, you got demoted. Do you know what? To be fair, we've raised 5% for the Final Fantasy VII no attack magic run. That's going to be interesting if that happens, considering we're only on day 1. They're fully armed, sir. No. Time to stop these boys once again. Character designer is Akira Toriyama, and I haven't played the game. Okay, now I must be ashamed. Did you ever play Blue Dragon, Goose? That was Akira Toriyama as well. Good man. Come on, why can my characters not draw magic at the moment? It's driving me nuts. Just let me draw some magic. That's all I want, folks. Same guy as Dragon Ball. Yeah, that's right. Akira Toriyama, in terms of like games that he's designed, obviously Chrono Trigger, Blue Dragon, obviously the Dragon Ball Z games, naturally. All of the Dragon Quest RPGs. That was him as well. There we go, finally. Slow. Yeah, it's not the worst. And reflect. Oh, that's handy. Yeah, Dragon Quest is great fun. If you like Final Fantasy, you will love Dragon Quest. Fuck. Tell you what though, one of my favourite sort of action JRPGs that come out on the 360 that is definitely an unsung sort of hero was Magna Carta. I don't know if anybody played that, but my god, what a game that was. He even got a bit emotional. Mate, good times. Still don't know what this question mark thing is. Yo, Pat with the 100 bits. Making his entrance to the stream, as always, being just a massive legend. Show some love for Pat in the chat, folks. What an absolute legend. Oh, god damn it. We didn't find out what the question mark magic was. How are you today, Pat? Okay, so we learned another ability. So... ooh, handy. Card mod was learnt. So... might as well go for the old magic plus 20%. Seems as though he's doing us... actually, no. No, we're not. We are going to learn Summon Magic Plus because we've got a boss coming up a little bit later on that is very weak to electricity, and we need to sort that out ASAP. Strength bonus still only at 10. Treatment at 44. That's going to be massively handy. Might as well just keep pushing the Summon Magic right now. You're doing amazing, but also terrible. Talk to us, Pat. We are your agony aunts. I know you're not English, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least one person in this chat that's Mystic Meg. Or Dear Deirdre. That was it. Abilities. Oh, I've only got one of each. That's really annoying. See, if I didn't care about the card game, I would grab these. But I do care about the card game, so I'm not going to do these. Here we go. Mid-magic refinement. 5 will turn into 1 Thundara. That's not really great, actually, now that I think about it. That's pants. We need to get more life magic, though, at some point. Amazing, because in a super good stream last night, 9 viewers average, 2 new subs, 12k bits, $11 in donation. Bad because I'm hungover from chugging on vodka all stream to celebrate. To be fair, every time I dropped in, you did have some form of alcoholic beverage to hand, so I'm not surprised. I would have sympathy for you, but, mate, what a banging stream. Who needs sympathy when you had a banging stream? Okay, I can't get any life magic, so that's irritating. Okay, well, all of that is fairly useless, so let's get out of here. I think we need to go to the top of the prison first, and then we need to go to the bottom of the prison afterwards. Almost in tears. I was so excited, so I'm spreading as much positivity into other streams today. Well, mate, you are a legend, and you always spread positivity whenever you're here. VIP member for life. Oh my goodness gracious me. It's just, mate. Every time you're here. Absolute legend. Also, the funniest part about that is you just gifted a tier 1 sub to my dad. That is fantastic. Thank you so much, Pat. Absolute legend. Right, where are we? I need to heal ASAP because Selfie's a little bit knackered. There we go. That's better. Hold me beer. I swear to God, boy. I didn't read any of what was at the top. Enjoy your new subscription, father, dearest. At the moment, it just means you get to avoid adverts. But hopefully, when Twitch decide to get their act in gear, you'll have some emotes to play with. Dad hype. No, I'm sure my dad is old and wise enough to enjoy you guys being rude in the chat if you want. I don't think he's going to ground you. Lockdown, innit? Was I right in thinking that I can use magic now? I can. Come on, what is going on, folks? It's a bird. You can't be missing it that much. Has it got any magic on it? It's all pants magic apart from float. So I'll tell you what, we'll set Selfie up with withdrawing float. Only 3, that's pants. If this doesn't kill it, I'm going to be annoyed. He might make us go outside. Furry beavers. Child. Absolute child. Wouldn't have it any other way though, folks. Yes, now I remember why I don't like this part of the game now, because I can't remember how many floors there are, but there's too many for my liking. Found a draw point. Berserk found. Zell is unable to stock Berserk. Give it to Selfie because nobody likes Quistis. 14? I'll take that. Every day of the week. I'm pretty sure as well we should have like a card player somewhere. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's fucking dodging everything. It is, mate. I mean, those are 2 words that I wouldn't like to ever see next to each other ever. I think even you went too far there, Ian. That's disgusting. What do we say, folks? Are we going to beat this guy at cards? I doubt it. Oh no, it's open and same, so that's fine. And we've got some banging cards now, so we should be all right. I think we're going to go for Armadodo, you know. Well, his best... Oh, he could probably still take it, to be fair. Oh, well. Just drop that down there. Let's drop that down there. Bush. Yeah, don't do that. Don't be telling chat to be doing that. That is nasty. That is grim fandango, folks. That is not something you want to be doing. How was everyone's stream yesterday and today? I mean, my stream yesterday was pretty good, to be fair. Not gonna lie. And then we spent the evening watching Ewan and Ian, which was pretty cool. And today's we've been running for about an hour now. And we're stuck in prison. And what do you do when you're in prison? You play cards, apparently, folks. That's what you do in prison. You play cards. Does he have a higher than a 6? He doesn't. I'm taking your top spot, you fool. And I'm going to take your card there as well, you fool. I want that. I don't actually recognise that card. Do 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 do. I would play chess in prison if there was. To be fair, mate. I think most prisons nowadays, you could probably watch TV and play video games, from what I understand. How old is everyone here? Just curious. Well, mate, I turn 34 next month. I'm an old man. Fucking 6 years away from a midlife crisis, folks. Prison in Belgium is like a 5-star hotel. Yo, we got a baby in the chat. or a baby face in the chat at least. Just out of curiosity, Luna, I don't think I asked you when you followed us a few days ago. How did you find us? How did you find the stream? And are you enjoying your time here? Oh, for Pete's sake! So, in terms of ages, really, like. My dad is basically the cleric of the D&D group. He's the old man that talks to animals and drinks alcohol and is wise because of his age. 25 in August, mate. Enjoy your 20s. I wish I did. Instead, I spent my 20s doing much of what I'm doing in my 30s, playing video games and pissing my life away. But it's a good time. So. Da, 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 da. Oh, I hate these things. Goose, I don't want to be that guy. But if you're 11 and you have that much money, get a passport, move over here, and put me in a care home and pay for it, please, mate. Because I could deal with that. I could get on with that. That'll be my life sorted. I don't really do anything crazy. At age 18, I've got a full-time adult job. Bought my own house at 21, so it's been a very adult my entire life, mate. I don't like. Do you want to know how fucked it is to live in this country and grow up as, and I hate the term, as a millennial? I'm 34. In like, well, basically next month. And my entire life, I've worked for like the minimum wage. Almost every job I've ever been at, which is around about sort of like when I started, it was about £5.70 something. And it's now like to give you an idea, when I started working at like the age of 16/18, like it was about £5 something an hour. I think it's like £5.70 something. I'm now 34 and the minimum wage is now only £8.72. That's not a good inflation rate. Oh yeah, that I'm under 18, £4.20 life. Yeah, I feel that, mate. I remember that. And based on my wage, thank you for letting me drop in. I enjoy watching. I need to go back and cook dinner. Love you all. Well, cheers for being here, Dad, and enjoy being subbed. Yeah, so I'm currently renting an apartment at the moment, and I use the term apartment lightly. It's more of a studio apartment, which is £550 a month. That's not including bills. I could get a mortgage for a month, like cheaper monthly than what my current rent is, but because I don't have outgoings that are that high that isn't rent, a company won't let me have a mortgage to buy a house. That's how messed up it is living over here. So mate, I would just relish the fact that you've been able to buy a house. Out of anything else in your entire life, Pat, you might be saying you've been very adult your entire life. Enjoy it, mate. That's amazing, and I'm proud of you. And now, because of things like minimum wage and crap like that, I'm up to my fucking ear holes in debt. £2.5 grand worth of debt. When that's gone, I can finally have disposable income again. Good gravy. Cool, chat got heavy for a second there. I apologise. Come live down South Dam. Mate, to be fair, I was going to be moving up north at the beginning of this year, last year rather, when everything went to crap for me in my personal life. And the only reason I didn't is because the place that I was going to move to didn't get back to me in time. £2,500, so £2,500. So Squall doesn't know how to get out either. No, he doesn't. Well, either way, we keep going up and up. I think we better head back down. Be a pain to go down every floor. The alarm alerted monsters and security guards are everywhere. By the way, how the hell did they carry you up here, Squall? It's like a crane that can carry a detachable cell from downstairs. So this big hole goes all the way down to the bottom. I really don't know how they work. I think it's just like English slang, goose. Basically, grand is like 1,000. I really don't know how this this prison works. I mean, I don't know. Like, again, I know there's some of you in here that haven't played Final Fantasy VIII, so I don't really want to spoil it for you. But I don't get how this prison works, and you'll see why in a little bit. 23 years old. So basically what we're saying is, minus my dad, I'm the oldest person here at the moment. I'll give you instructions from upstairs. Everyone get inside. So we're all going down and Zell is staying up. Press a red button on the main panel. Go on in, Squall. Push the button, mate. There we go. Hey, so what are we going to do now? Well, there's a door over there. And, well, let's check it out. Nah, man, you're all good. Just being here and enjoying the stream and having fun and chatting with everybody. That's all I can ask for. Because positivity and happiness is priceless. I think we might need to switch, actually, Zell's junctions with Quistis for now. And we're just going to have to remember that Zell and Quistis are interchanging their junctions. I just remembered I have to be a part of my friend's stream in an hour, but I will leave stream up and lurk when that happens. Thanks, man. I mean, like I said, I can't imagine me going like any longer than 2 hours anyway. So I appreciate that, though. Thanks, pal. You mean we're underground? This is what I mean. I don't understand how this prison works. In any case, we can't get out from here. Sounds pretty bad. What's the betting I've just taken the junction off of Zell and now I've got a fight with Zell with no junctions on it? Okay, yeah, let's... Oh, that could have been bad. There we go. Run, Zell, run! Do not get molested by the security guard. You got molested by the security guard. Sad womp. Okay, so the theme for today's stream is Giant Scary Electric Bird. So get ready for that, folks. Stop putting me to sleep. Hit me. I dare you. There we go. Remember to go into channel points and click on the new community challenge. What a boy. Pete out here doing the whole mod life. But yes, enjoy the new community challenge. To be fair, if we don't reach it, we'll take a vote and see if you guys want it to happen. Didn't think it'd go down as easy as that. Oh, Zell's resorted to begging. Donk. Do 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 do. Like, they were at the bottom floor, so why were they coming down from at the top? That doesn't make sense. Yes, if Death's Hand is streaming tonight, and you do not already follow my cousin, make sure you follow him, please. Playing through Final Fantasy X at the moment, because he's an absolute legend, and absolutely smashing it. So yes, please follow my cousin. And like I said, Ian, you're more than welcome to drop your Twitch channel link in the chat whenever you want and whenever you can. Gee, if only you'd agreed with me earlier, we wouldn't be in this mess. Everyone who's watching and has not followed yet, come and warm up your booty at the bonfire by smacking that follow. Look, what a boy. What a legend. There we go, and Emily's dropping some channel points in for the old community challenge as well. Of course, courtesy of my escort. All of your points. I'm impressed you've managed to rack up that many points for me already. That's humbling. I like that. So this guy here, he came and got me, just me, knowing you were all captured. Isn't that horrible? Anyhow, now's our chance. What do you mean, is there a limit? I hope there isn't a limit, because when I set it up there was no limits whatsoever. That I saw anyway. Let's have a look. You can give 2,000 points and that's it. I will double check that after the stream and find out what's going on with that. Okay, who's got what? So Zell, give that to Renoa. Yes. And then we'll just interchange as and when we need to. It's 2k a stream for each person. Ah. That's only ever so slightly frustrating. But on the plus side, just encourages people to come and watch more often, I guess. We will hit easy. Some men just want to watch the world burn. I think the thing that I'm excited the most about trying that as a challenge, though, is that I'm not going to have to focus on leveling up so much materia. The only materias that I'll really have to sort of worry about are command materials and healing materials. And that excites me a little bit because, like, Final Fantasy VII is a bit of a grind when it comes to leveling up your materia until you sort of get towards like the post game or end game basically. I'm sure we can extend it, yeah. But as I said, if we don't pass it, it's not the end of the world. And besides, if it's in that much of a demand, I'm sure we could do it anyway. But that defeats the object of a community challenge, folks. Also, these boys need to stop putting me to sleep. It's rude. That's not too bad. 1, 2, 2. That should bang them right out. Oh, look at that. Get wrecked. As I said, the theme for today's stream, giant scary electric bird. Really should try and do Diablos at some point. I'm just excited to see Queen Emily's reaction to the rest of the game. She loves Cloud. Well, hopefully we'll have finished Final Fantasy VIII by the time that community challenge finishes up, because it runs for a month. So if we hit it before the end of the month and we finish Final Fantasy VIII, then we might do it. And if there is like some weird desire to watch Final Fantasy X too, I'll give that a go as well. But we'll see. We'll gauge interest. Oh, fucking bollocks. But I imagine we'll be back to some semblance of normality by the time we kickstart or we finish Final Fantasy VIII, I would have thought. Or at least approaching it. As I said, when I'm back at work, my streams will be reverting back to evening streams. Which is generally from 8:30, because the travel is just a ball ache. But I think that makes it a little bit more viable for those of you that live in America. So swings and roundabouts. Squeaky squeak. Let's just use a big piece of ice on this flying bird and be done with it, I think. That didn't kill it, and I'm a little bit miffed. Oh, come on. What else have we got here? Let's use a bog standard fire. There we go. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, etc, etc. Ski-dibby-dibby-doo. Right, we're back at the top now. What's our next move? What is our next move? Can't we go up again with the arm? Doesn't that mean we have to go all the way down to the bottom? I'm sure that's going down, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. And that's right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then that one. I think that's right. Zell should have Cloud and Aerith is my favourite love story. Yeah, Aerith, as I said, Aerith is my favourite Final Fantasy character, full stop, of all time. Yeah, I don't really have any follow up to that. I think most people would know why anyway. But it's mainly just because of her character more than anything else, and the way that she sort of it's just how like selfless she is. As you said in the remake, every second we spend with her is just incredible. Yeah, like I drink her in. I can't like I have I know it sounds sad, but on my PS5 I have every single cutscene where just her and Cloud spend time together in that sort of early area of the slums saved on my PlayStation so I can watch them again. The woman that did the voice acting for Aerith, spot on. I was worried that I wasn't going to like her voice actor, but no, it was so good. It was so good. What was I doing? Just checking everybody's right thing. My favourite chapter of the game is when they walk together from the church. Oh yeah, that is a great one, to be fair. It's where she just sort of like ribs him over just like the littlest things, and the whole sort of I think one of my favourite sort of like little tidbits in that entire sort of like walk back from the church is when she goes to jump down, and the platform that she's on falls off, and Cloud catches her, and it's just that little sort of brief moment together where Cloud sort of catches himself and he's like, hang on a minute, I shouldn't be being like showing this emotion, and she says something like, is that a compliment? It was just so good. I like Jessie more, but that's just me. I mean, Jessie, again, what a fantastic character progression in the remake. It was so good. I absolutely adored what they did with Jessie in the remake. She was proper thirsty for Cloud though, bless her, but still, like, I think that's what made what happened to them hit so much harder. And the thing that I love again about the remake as well is the fact that it's not just an exact replica of the story. Like, for me, I know a lot of people are upset that it's not following the exact same story beats. It's not like for like. But for me, I want that. I've experienced Final Fantasy VII. Keep the key story elements in it, but let them have a new story. Let them do what they need to do. And that's why I love the idea of these, I think they're called fates or whispers or whatever the bloody hell they're called. Like, there was too many of them, not gonna lie to you. I thought the amount of, like, Tetsuya Nomura has been working on Kingdom Hearts for too long because there were way too many of those things. But I loved the idea of them. I loved what they represented. I loved what they stood for. And by them existing, you got that extra sort of time with Biggs, Wedge and Jessie. You got all of that and you got to absorb that. And yes, Midgar was definitely padded out big time in the remake because obviously it needed to be for what it was supposed to be. But mate, hands down, what a fantastic game that was. The only reason that game wasn't my game of the year was because it released on the day that my ex broke up with me. I've been waiting for it for years and years and years. And that was the day my ex broke up with me, and that's what's led me to where I am now, living where I live now, doing what I do now, changed my entire life. That breakup hit me hard, folks, big time. I don't really talk about it much online because every now and again someone that knows her stumbles upon these streams or these VODs and then relays it back to her. But yeah, everything. Changed my number, changed my name, changed where I live, everything. I couldn't deal with it. It was a heavy time. But I did replay the remake again Around about Christmas time, actually, as it goes. Start to finish, and again, it's the reason I haven't got the platinum trophy on it yet is because I don't want to get the platinum trophy on it yet, because I know that the moment I get it, it's going to be like one of them games where I'm like, oh well, I've got the platinum, what am I playing it for? I want to take my time with it. I want to fully absorb it. I've got a feeling I haven't junctioned anything on these folks. Yeah, bollocks. Hopefully we should bang these guys out fairly easily. There we go. Okay. Time for more junction switching, folks. Cool. I don't think we have to worry about Zell and company for now. I think we have to hit like a button somewhere. We're outside. We escaped. We escaped. I'm glad I re-equipped those junctions. Jesus. That could have been dangerous. I can't remember what these guys have on them. Haste and slow. Haste and slow. Okay, well, we're gonna use Renoa for now for the GF stuff, and we're gonna have Squall and Selfie do the drawing. When I'm going to stream, it will be Monster Hunter World Platinum, and I start the game all over again. You deleted your 220-hour save on it. You are a madman. I also saved all the cutscenes with Luna on in Final Fantasy 15. 15, man. Again, I could talk about Final Fantasy 15 for hours. What a banger. I know not a lot of people liked 15. My only criticism with 15 was there wasn't much fantasy in it. If you know what I mean. Like, what's the point? Like, just give me more of the Final Fantasy monsters and don't restrict them to nighttime. But everything else, my god, that game was so good. The story with Noctis and his mates, that ending, I sobbed. I'm not ashamed. That ending made me weep. Oof. Okay, we're going to need to heal. You said you had to rush it when you streamed it. Why did you rush it, man? Why did you have to rush it, rather? Oh, coming off Game Pass. Oh, that sucks. That does suck. Did you get to the ending, though, at least? Because that ending, like I said, that ending was just amazing. Absolutely phenomenal ending that was. Oh, you completed it. Good. I'm glad. Because like I said, like, everybody needs to experience the ending of 15 at least once. If they love Final Fantasy games. Like I said, I sobbed, mate. Like an absolute baby. In fact, I sobbed just before the ending. You know, when they reunite as, like, sort of, like, after being apart for, like, a little while. And they're all sort of, like, bearded and a little bit ragged. And then what happens to Ignis? Oh, mate. What a game. I want to play it again now. I'm talking about it and I'm like, mate, I love that game. Yeah, it messed me up big time when that happened to Ignis. Big time. Like I said, Final Fantasy 15, I loved 15 so much that I completed it before they even brought out the first patch on the PS4. Platinum trophied it. I was in, mate. From the word go, I was in with that game. And I'm annoyed now because since they've patched it, they've got locked frame rates, improved performance. I've got the season pass, but I never played the season pass stuff because I beat the game before the season pass content even come out. Like, yeah, apparently they've completely redone the 13th chapter as well, and I'm like, mate, I need to play 15 again. The whole end is different as well, mate. I need to play 15 again at some point in my life because I need to do the DLC more than anything else. Looks like they'll be just fine. Before we go that way, I'm going to go and save. There's co-op DLC. I think there was something called Comrades. Again, I missed it. I didn't play it. I want to play all of this extra Final Fantasy 15 stuff, but I need to be in a place where I can go, yeah, I want to play Final Fantasy 15 because it's one of those games that I know that I will devote my entire sort of free time to, you know? There's not very many games like that. The last one that I did that I devoted all of my free time to, funnily enough, was Persona 5. Which coincidentally I got the platinum for. Because I loved it that much. That was a hard platinum to get, not going to lie to you. That was a tough one. More because it was long than anything else. You played 2 of the DLCs. Yeah, I haven't seen or heard anything about the DLCs other than the fact they're about the 5 sort of main characters of the story. So I'm quite thankful in that regard that I've managed to miss the spoilers on that front. Oh, there we go. That's what I want. Now, the reason I'm coming back to save here, folks, is because there is an interactable cutscene here that if you do not interact with this cutscene quick enough, you will get a game over. It's ridiculous. Final Fantasy 15 is so addictive. Gameplay and side quests kept me exploring for days. Yeah, it's just that good, mate. I can't. Like I said, I know it wasn't exactly the most in-depth when it comes to like combat and stuff. It wasn't. Let's be real with each other. It wasn't an in-depth combat system. You held down a button to attack. You could mash if you wanted to. And, you know, like, the magic was a little bit iffy. But, oh, what a game. What a game. But yes, yeah, you can get a game over in this cutscene if you don't pay attention. As you're about to see. But Final Fantasy VIII was the only Final Fantasy game that did this, where it had interactable cutscenes. Which again, to me, doesn't help the fact that it hasn't aged well. But as you can see, I can move in this cutscene now, but they don't tell you that. So I remember playing this and thinking, what's going on? And I died. Got a game over. Because you have to basically side shimmy squall all the way to the right. And if you don't do it, you get a game over. And I remember I was playing this on my Switch. I was playing this on my Switch, and I wasn't paying attention to that cutscene. And then the next thing I look down, pick my Switch up because it goes into like the sort of like dim mode. It goes off for a bit to save battery. Turn it on. I'm on a game over screen. I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't in a battle. What happened here? Booted up my save. I was right at the very bottom of the fucking prison. I had to do the entire prison section again. I was like, no, it's not happening. I'm not doing it. The arms were kind of moving slow. They had the submerge system on. Let's just get going. Yeah, it wasn't fun. It was not fun. Hey, ladies. So, the boys and the girls have been separated. The girls are in the yellow truck, the boys are in the green truck. Just casually robbing the prison of their vehicles. No big deal. What? The sorceress is about to launch missiles at Garden. That's what Renoa heard from Irvine. The only thing we can do now is go back to Garden as soon as possible and warn the students. Alright, let's go and get in the car and go. They're targeting both Barlam and Trabia Gardens. We have to interfere with the launch. We have to stop the missiles. Trabia Garden, for those of you that are wondering, is the original garden that Selphie was from. I'll do whatever Squall decides. So, like, I understand how Selphie feels, but this isn't just about Selphie. Fucking Quistis. Come on now. What is this magic, though? More aero? I'll take it. Yeah, Selphie again. I think I've just got a thing for, like again, like my favourite character in Final Fantasy X is Yuna. I just like these sort of like these lead female protagonists that sort of have this journey of sort of like growing up and having like strong like positive morals. It's like I've never really been one for like characters like Tifa and Renoa, because they're very much sort of, we're the love interest and that's it. Like, they're so one-dimensional as sort of characters in like their original sort of like stuff. Like, Tifa lied to Cloud, and I won't talk too much about Tifa in 7 because again, Queen hasn't played the original. But Tifa annoyed me. And it was the fact that she was that it was so apparent that she was like the main love interest, and it was just like very sort of one-dimensional to me. Renoa in this one, again, she's just a love interest. Again, there's not really much room for her growth, and that makes me sad. Final Fantasy IX sort of spun it on its head a little bit, and that's why I think 9 is probably my favourite of the original 3. Where Garnet actually had that character growth, and the sort of weird love interest story came from Eiko or whatever, from a fucking 6-year-old child, which was weird now that I think about it. Right, who's going back to Barlam Garden with us, folks? Selphie has to go to the missile base. I'll let you guys decide this party. But Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy X were the two that finally broke that sort of that weird character trope where the lead female character wasn't just a love interest, she actually had a plot line. Selphie can't come with us, mate. She's got to go to the missile base. That's why she's greyed out. So Zell's coming with us to the garden. Who else should come with us to Barlam Garden? Cowboy Man, Irvine. Cool, okay. So it's boys and the girls, mate. I'm on the missile base infiltration team. I have to be. They launched missiles at my Trabia. This team will now head for Barlam. The rest will go to the missile base. Cool. We're splitting the boys up. No, you haven't, mate. The one good thing about 8 is most of the characters are pretty much based on how you set them up with magic and summons. So this mission is unlike any other. It's not an order or a request from anyone. Selfie, do you have some kind of plan? I think if we take the Scalbadian army vehicle, we should be able to make it inside the base. But that's about it. I'll have to think about the rest once we're inside. Do you think that'd be okay? I'm sorry, I mean thanks. There isn't much time. You better hurry to Barlam Garden. So basically what the plan is here is Selfie, Quistis and Renoa are going to go to the missile base to try and stop the missiles being launched at Barlam Garden. And also so Selfie can get some revenge for those missiles being launched at Trabia. And now Squall, Irvine and Zell are going to head back to Barlam Garden and be like, we need to leave because there could be missiles. Time to get on the train, folks. I don't think there's any battles around here either, so I think we're alright for junctioning right now. Go save the world, you bloody hero. Hey, stop. Hey, Squall, your buddy's coming after us. I love this scene. Stop the train. Look at him go. I love that. I love that so much. It's so silly. Right, we need to head to the missile base, which I think we were facing the right way anyway. I think it is this way. This world map is so bloody confusing. Where is it? That's the prison. That's the missile base. There we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Okay, so I don't think I can get out of this. I can. Okay, good. Yeah, the music for Final Fantasy games is always top tier. Yeah, it had a little bit of a dip when Mr. Uematsu left for a bit, but it always manages to come back strong. So oh, you remember this part, do you, Emily? This part is a big reason why I was quite happy for Giant Electric Bird to learn Summon Magic plus 20%. I'ma ask you a question. Alright, hit me. Following the launch on Trabia Garden, prepare all the launch, blah blah blah. Ooh, this uniform is so itchy and smelly. Have I ever played a game called Klonoa? Yes. I have played Klonoa. I played the one on the PS1. Briefly at my nan's house when she had it. And then there was a copy that come out on the PS2 that I think I missed but got re-released on the Wii that I played. Klonoa was decent. It was a bit of a weird sort of platformer. It was basically like a 2D platformer, but it had like weird 3D elements, which I thought was pretty decent. Yeah, Klonoa 2. I think that was the one that come out on the PS2, but I missed it. But it got re-released on the Wii, and that was the one I played. I played the PS1 game, and I played the one on the Wii, which I'm pretty certain was just a re-release of the second one. One of your favourite games when you was younger. Do you know what was a massively underrated game? It was Pandemonium on the PS1. Obviously you guys are a little bit younger than I am, so you might not remember it, but my god, that game was a banger. Right, so I feel quite comfortable with our progression today. We got out. We finished. Laguna's story for his part of the story. We got out of the prison, and now we're going to we're going to fucking missile base. So what we're going to do now, folks, is I'm just going to load up Twitch real quick. I'm going to see if there's anybody worth raiding. I do have a sneeze brewing, which is interesting, to say the least. What is going on with my phone at the moment? There we go. But no, thank you all very much for your support, as always. You every time I stream now, you guys are mental. You do so much for me, and I can't express to you how much I appreciate it. I know today was like probably the shortest stream I've done in a while, like just under 2 hours. But to be honest with you, like if we do this section now, it's going to be fairly brief. So I'm gonna chuck you into another stream. I hope you enjoy it. It's Death Unites Us. I sent you over there yesterday. He's a really good boy. So thank you all for coming out. Please enjoy Death Unites Us for how staying there. Just let him know I sent you. I would massively appreciate that, because he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He streams Final Fantasy every now and again, but I think he's playing Mega Man at the moment. So I hope you enjoy that regardless. But yes, hopefully if Death's Hand is streaming later on today, go and watch him. Go and watch him, because I'm going to be in the chat as well. But much love to you, folks. Much love to you.